Hello, Virgo. I hope all is well. Hopefully, you've had a good week. Hopefully, this message will be coming right on time, as this will be your next 7-day blockages and priorities spread reading. If you're new to my channel, hello. My name is Jenny Jaguar, and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. I don't know, I have this funny thing going. It's like no matter how I do my hair, whether I wear makeup or not, I still look like somebody's auntie. So, I don't know, just going through the motions of acceptance. Maybe that's something you're going through right now. Get the mic out the camera. But yeah, hope all is well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. As I said before, this is the Jaguar's Den, and this space is dedicated to anyone on a path of deep healing, into awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. Now, I am about to get into this next 7-day blockages and priority spread reading for my Virgo placements, and this is the first week of the month. So I will also be doing a earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, goals and objectives spread. I already did the air signs, so if you have air in your placements, check that out. It's already posted. Yeah, let's get into it. I don't know, I feel like, is there anything else I need to say? I guess that's it. All right, Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on my Virgo placements next 7-day blockages and priorities? Well, no, they're blockages. Jesus, the offense. All right. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on my Virgo placements next 7-day blockages? This is going to be a 3-card spread. First card is who you are right now. Second, what is blocking you? Right now, you're Queen of Swords. Using logic. What is blocking you is the 10 of Cups. It's kind of hard making head over heart decisions when it's coming from family, that family guilt. What action does my Virgo need to take? Oh, that was actually a good stretch. Okay, so action you need to take that came out was the King of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Interesting. And the Moon. So whatever it is, you need to plan it in silence. Okay. Considering how it's the King of Pentacles that came out, it could be money related. Virgo. Oh, that's your energy, Virgo. Oh, that's so cute. So yeah, do some planning. Let's get started with the first card, Queen of Swords. This says, I speak my truth with clarity and compassion. So that is who you are right now. Maybe you're setting your foot down, but you're doing it in a nice way. Learning how to lovingly set boundaries. But what is blocking you is the 10 of Cups. It says, I'm surrounded by love and contentment. And what is it? Like when you're being kind of like how in Greek mythology, the sirens would seduce the men. They're like, oh, come party with us. Come hear our voice. La, 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 la. And it's like, oh, it sounds so nice. So, all right. But in this case, the 10 of Cups, it could just be a family situation. Maybe you have a family member that's in need, and because you love them so much, it's like, I had to sit them down now. So, whenever they ask me for help or for finances, I just give it to them and help them out. But after a while, that gets kind of old. And then you kind of start to see that maybe they are not taking an effort to get themselves on their finances, and they're now seeing you as a bank or just like something they clock in and clock out of. Like, hey, let me butter up Virgo for a little bit, then they give me some money, and I can go about my business until I'm broke again. That's the energy that it's giving. Maybe it's easy for you to say no to other people, but there's one particular family member that you can't say no to. Let's ask for clarification. That's always a good idea. Holy Spirit, can you clarify? Oh, 10 of Cups. So maybe something is coming to light that is going to make you realize, like, oh, my family is holding me back further than I expected. Holy Spirit, can you clarify this 10 of Cups, especially with the moon at the bottom of the deck? Maybe there's some secrets or something that's going to come to light. That's going to make it easy for you to pivot. Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, can you clarify this 10 of Cups as it pertains to my Virgo placements, blockages? Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. What is this? We have Ace of Pentacles, Magician, Hangman. Maybe something offered to you is something that you're finally wanting, but it gives you a sense of clarity. It makes you want to walk away from a smaller offer. Or maybe like once you get what you finally been wanting, you realize that you have been setting your expectations or your bar too low. You know how like when you're a kid, your parents like, oh, how much money do you want to make? Like you ask a 5-year-old, like, oh, how much money do you want to make when you grow up? Oh, I want to make $500. Because for a 5-year-old, $500 is like $5 million. And so maybe your big ass, not your big, your grown Virgo self, maybe you had a certain mindset on what you wanted. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. It could be career-wise. It could be relationship-wise. It can be fitness-wise. Like, okay, when I reach a certain, when I lose 15, 20 pounds, that's all I want to lose. But then when you lose that 15, 20 pounds, it's like, I can really stand to lose some more. Or I'm actually good at losing 5. So I don't know, something will change your mind about clarity. Obtaining something is going to give you clarity about the benefits of you walking away. The moon again. Something is hidden. The spirit is blocking something from you, Virgo. They just want to watch you work. And that's what that seems like. Now, if the 10 of Cups is spirit team, it could be your spirit team is blocking something from you. Maybe they're stopping you from speaking your truth to somebody that you want to. Maybe it's somebody that you want to connect with, but they're blocking you from it. Because now is not the time. Maybe it's time to focus on stacking your coins instead. And as I said, at the Knight of Pentacles with communication. So maybe it's something that you have to build up. I'm hearing email list. I don't know. Moving on. But you are surrounded by love and contentment, but that is a blockage. So maybe you're not surrounded by love and contentment. Maybe you're surrounded by a bunch of haters, a bunch of naysayers, a bunch of doubters, a bunch of people just like, oh, that's so nice of your dreams and goals, but like, can you get back to doing whatever it is that you were doing before, or what I asked you to do? But anywho, enough about the blockage. The action that you're being asked to take is the King of Pentacles and Two of Wands. The affirmations for these is ambition guides me to manifest prosperity and stability. And the Two of Wands says, I possess the power to shape my future. So the King of Pentacles is precise. They are good with systems in a way that brings structure and comfort and predictability and stability. They know how to, if a King of Pentacles is a baker, they know how to start from flour, baking powder, eggs, sugar, and milk, and turn that into a merry-go-round circus cake. Okay. If it's the King of Pentacles, they know how to take a dirt and turn it into a sand mound. Okay. What is that? That's like how I was watching this video on YouTube about how people just go living in secluded areas, and they just go get stuff out of the jungle, bamboo, and they just get, it's not, they don't even have hammers, they just have other wooden sticks and stuff, and they just build whole houses just by themselves. So yeah, that's the King of Pentacles. They know how to manifest whatever it is to prosperity and stability. And if you see this King of Pentacles, dude is happy. Hands are full, sitting down. So if he's sitting down, that means whatever he was working hard on is working to the point to where he doesn't have to tend to it, and he can just sit there in the comfort of his spoils. So that is what you're capable of. What you need to do is plan with this Two of Wands, and because you shape the power to possess and shape your future. You possess the power to shape your future. I don't know why that was so hard, but anywho, yeah. So use your power, use the resources that you have, okay? Spend your money wisely, budget. What is it? This is also reminding me about how there might be something that you have that you're overlooking, because I know where I stay in an apartment and there's street parking. And so if there's nobody at home, there's only like 4 people in the unit that park on the street. So if I park in the very first, the other one, what is it? I call her 2. No, that's 2, 3. No, that's 1. She's 1. So 1, she usually parks right here. So there's like this plenty of space in the front if somebody parallel parked. But there's 2 individuals who always come home late. Well, it used to be me, but not anymore because schedule changed. But anywho, there's always people that come in late, and instead of parallel parking, they would rather park a little bit further away. And so maybe that is something about you, Virgo. Maybe you have all the tools, but you don't want to take the effort to bring that to reality. Maybe you're not confident in your skills of parallel parking, and so you would rather park a little bit further away, even though it's a little more convenient. Take that analogy, however, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Now, you know there's something in your life that you are tolerating that you would not have to tolerate if you put a little bit more effort into it and watched it grow, with 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So that is your blockages reading. Ma'am. Give me one moment. Okay, so that was your blockages reading. Let's get into your next 7-day priorities. And by the way, if you like the way that I read, please do not hesitate to like, comment, or subscribe. Drop a jaguar in the comments around. Oh yeah, tonight, after I start loading this video, I'm going to create the post as to why the fuck do I call myself Jenny Jaguar. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I don't know why I like animals so much. Maybe in another life I was what is that? There was SNL Safari Planet. I'm John Meadows or something. Brian Fellows. I'm Brian Fellows. I don't know. Oh my gosh, if I can find one of those videos of Safari Planet from SNL, I will post it on my feed. Okay, so just keep that in mind, because those things are hilarious. I've been watching a lot of SNL skits. What is it? I don't know, Virgo. If you're going through troubling times or stressful times or depressing times, and like mentally, you know that dwelling on these emotions aren't beneficial or helpful, then it is okay to distract yourself, because maybe you were in the habit of ruminating or repeating negative thoughts again and again in your head. So it may help to change the channel or the tune in your head. So if you watch a lot of drama stuff, switch it up. What, ma'am? Yeah, so keep that in mind. You may have a lot of distractions come, like my dog right now. She don't ever be coming over here. What you want, girl? She be getting all bold. Gave her a bath. Can you wait? Wait, ma'am. You gotta wait, KK. No, ma'am. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on next 7-day priorities for my she knew how to open the door. The door is cracked, KK. You can go use the bath. Hold on. She didn't want nothing. She just wants some food. But I gave her some treats. I don't know. Anyhow, you may have somebody that's like, yeah, that was like in the blockages reading. You may have somebody that sit up there and try to whine with some crocodile tears, make it seem like that they really need your help, that they really need you. And once you really put forth the effort, you just like, you didn't need me. You don't want nothing. So anywho, I think that happened with KK just to foreshadow what may be happening with you for the next 7 days. Okay. I don't know. It may be on a smaller scale, maybe on a bigger scale. So just flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Remember, this is predictive. So come back in 7 days and let me know what did or did not happen. Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on what my Virgo placements next 7-day priorities might be as it pertains to love, career, and personal development. Ooh, love is a 10 of swords. Yeah, you have some family issues. What do we have in career? Queen of Pentacles. And what do we have for personal development? What is it? So my dog, what do we have for personal development? Let me get this card out before I get into the story. 5 of Swords. Okay. Okay. Before I even get into this, because you may be dealing with somebody that's really close to you, that really knows you, because I'm thinking back about my dog. I call her KK, but she is very, like, she will come and she'll whine to me like she pulled me away, and she will, once she knows that I am prepping her food, that it's cooking, and that I am making it, she will go sit down and relax. She has a spot right outside the kitchen that she will sit in and wait for her food. And if I leave something in the air fryer for too long, and she knows that it's well done, she will come and whine at me before it burns. So you may have somebody that's really close to you that knows, like, your habits, maybe knows when you get paid, how much you're willing to give, or something. It may not even be dealing with money. But you have somebody that really knows you. So really be careful, okay? What is this in love? We have the 10 of Swords. I acknowledge endings are necessary for new beginnings. The Queen of Pentacles, which affirmation says caring for myself and others enriches my life with abundance. That's what we have for career. So, what is it? Love life is not going to be doing that good. Career is going to be doing that good. And seeing we have the 5 of Swords for personal development, be careful that you do not self-sabotage yourself over the next 7 days, okay? Yeah, be careful with that. Let's get into it. We have Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck saying, I am a vessel for creativity and innovation. Obviously, that is not the case in your love life. No tea, no shade. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight as to what this 10 of Swords means as it pertains to my Virgo placement's love life for the next 7 days, as to what they need to prioritize in their love life over the next 7 days? Just got like a wave of drained energy. With the 10 of Swords, maybe somebody is draining your energy. You may have multiple energy drainers coming for you. And maybe you drain yourself with the idea that, like, oh, I feel complete because I know that I have done the Lord's work, or I have helped people, and it's so fulfilling. Meanwhile, you're on the brink of burnout. Come on now, Virgo. If they resonate, please get it together. Okay, can you clarify this Ten of Swords as it pertains to what my Virgos? Oh, lesson learned. You cutting somebody off. It's like, no. Wishes coming true. So you learning lessons, passing tests, getting prizes as a result. Full moon motions. Emotions high. Release realization. Can you clarify? Eyes mesmerized. Ice queen. You cutting people off getting what you want. Yeah, after this cutoff. So it's like you literally, so after this betrayal, yeah, jealousy, insecurity, fear of loss, comparison. So maybe after this betrayal, after this ending, maybe you realize this was a spiritual test. You learned your lesson. Spirit is giving you time to rest and relax. Now you are having wishes coming true because you are being this ice queen and not backing down. Confirmation from the dog. And it's not even like a bitchy kind of thing. It's just like a self-nurturing type of thing. It's like, I care for myself, so I'm going to do everything in my power to give in the capacity to where I am not drained, or I'm giving into the capacity that you're giving to yourself. Because for me, when it comes to personal training, like, I don't mind coaching because we're just, as much effort as I'm putting into it, you're putting into it, okay? But when it comes to personal training, one thing I hate is for people to want me to, the point of the sense, like, move their legs for them, okay? And maybe you're around people that are expecting you to manually move them from machine to machine, or be in the kitchen smacking donuts out of their hands when they're having a bad day and want to emotionally eat, instead of supporting people and having them be self-sufficient on their own and fixing the habits so that they don't have to be dependent on you. Okay, so it's one thing to try to set somebody up for success, but it's another thing to set people up to where they're dependent on you and feel like that they don't have to make much of an effort in life. So I don't know, take what resonates, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. But it could also be that after a certain betrayal of certain people, this could be in a workplace or work environment, or maybe friends, or just jealous family members who see you either doing good in your relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship that also has business ties to it, or you're just having a good business and they wanted to knock you down. They wanted to wipe the smile off your face. It's like, oh my gosh, Virgo is just too fucking happy. Fuck Virgo. And so they just want to stomp in your flower bed, or put a potato in your windpipe, air pipe, windpipe. I don't know, whatever, the little thing at the back of your car. Gas pipe, fog, defog. I don't know. Child, if you know, put it in the comments. But yeah, but the real clapback will be when they see you get on your feet. So maybe they were like laughing at you, building something on your own, or I don't know, they just saw you working with something that they didn't really have much faith in. And so something happened, it was a betrayal, backfired, and they tried to do it to diminish your spirits, to break your spirits. So they did it to break your spirits. And as a result, they just ended up breaking up ties with you. So with that, they thought maybe because you went quiet, you went alienated yourself from them. Maybe you just admitted defeat, but no, you were actually planning. Okay. And so when you pop out with whatever new success or whatever it is that you got planned up, cooked up, whatever relationship, venture, whatever it is, when you pop out on them, okay, Virgo, it's gonna be a full moon moment. I'm like, what the hell, Virgo? I didn't know you were planning this. You didn't tell me you were planning this. Like, none of the notes or tidbits or gems you were leaving out said anything like you were planning this. Why didn't you let us know you were planning this, Virgo, so we could try to sabotage it, Virgo? Like, why didn't you let us know the plan? And so, Virgo, you can just be like, that's exactly why I didn't let you know the plan. Because you're hating assholes. And you're jealous with insecurity. Okay. I don't want to hear no messages about you miss me. You want to work on it and plan with it. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio who's always trying to kiss you but never wants to make a choice to be with you because they're stuck in three third party situations, or maybe they're stuck with somebody and they want to keep you as a side piece. Well, dreams don't always come true, and maybe you are keeping their ass in a friend zone. Okay. We don't know. There are so many questions. But that's all we're going to do for love. Could be here all night with that. I think that's why the relationship tarot readers are always so popular. So getting into career, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe you're recovering from a financial loss. Maybe somebody, like a business plan, fell through. Maybe you were trying to work with somebody and it did not work the way that you planned, turned out to be deceptive or something. It could just be a bad ending that just had you stuck in your head. Over the next 7 days, you're being advised to practice some self-care, nurture yourself. So you will learn how to choose your battles wisely. Let's see. Where is that? Holy Spirit, can you clarify this Queen of Pentacles as it pertains to my Virgo placement? Priorities in career for the next 7 days. Now, keep in mind, the first spread is always for my 9 to 5ers. I always do a separate spread specifically for my entrepreneurs, because you know it's a little different. Now, if you know you got both, listen to both, okay? That's all I got to say. Now, Holy Spirit, can you clarify this Queen of Pentacles for my Virgo 9 to 5ers? Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot. Open up. Add step back, believe, grounding, ask for help, soar, and worth. Maybe something that you're working on or working towards, you're losing faith in. Maybe because you're standing so close to the situation, you're not looking at the small wins, the small progresses, the signs of the breadcrumbs that Spirit has been leading you to focus on, so you'll see the actual growth, the actual progress. Notice the almost successes, meaning that you're getting closer. Yeah. Maybe you've been too in your head about something and you're just so focused on the success of something that you're not really focusing on whether it's meant for you, whether you're meant for more, because it's saying you're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness, but this simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherent value, and it's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. Now, if you did value yourself and see your true worth, then I'm pretty sure the divine would not be pulling out this sword card, which is telling you to stop dimming your own light. Okay? You need to, if you need help, please go look in the description box. Oh, it's just right. Okay. Please go look in the description box for insights on, so you can download my free shadow workbook, and it'll help you feel comfortable looking at the good and bad aspects of yourself. Negative, the light and dark aspects of yourself. Okay. Okay. So, if you need help, please ask for help. Yeah. Spirit was asking you to ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. So yeah, if you need a health coach, life coach, holistic nutritionist, corrective exercise specialist, be sure to check out thestewproject.com. I have a variety of services and resources to help you live your best life and to find balance mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay. It is National Nutrition Month, and I don't know, I haven't come up with any specials so for National Nutrition Month. So I don't know. If I do have any specials, I'll post it in the community tab. All right, so for my entrepreneurs, ooh. Entrepreneurs, I'm just looking at this. Maybe something is going to happen in business. Maybe like a betrayal or something. Maybe somebody's going to betray you. And then when you realize that you didn't seem as affected by it, they want to come back. They want to try to come back again for another offer or like to work again. I don't know. It's kind of like somebody hires you and they're just a difficult client, or they were always difficult with making their payments or on time or something, or they were just very neat. I don't know. They were just unpleasant. Okay. Maybe it was a sudden ending, unpleasant ending, and they may come back around and try to work with you again. And you're just like, trying to find a way to kindly say no, because it's like, look, I got to choose my battles wisely, because this ain't, this ain't it. And it's I think, what is it, you're gonna use your intuition is gonna have you trying to work on your self-love and speaking up for yourself, and stop abandoning yourself for the sake of keeping other people comfortable. Because maybe you're dealing with the thing like, oh well, if I don't help them, they will have nobody to help them, and then they'll just be mad at me, and I'm a bad person because I didn't help them when they were in a time of need. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, why are they in that time of need? How long have they been in a time of need? There's a thing called learned helplessness. All right. Let's see. Holy Spirit, can you clarify this Queen of Pentacles as to what my entrepreneurs need to prioritize for the next 7 days? I try to get 3. And that's 3. Ooh, slow down is at the bottom of the deck. I see why. So Spirit is going to be wanting you to slow down over the next 7 days because it's something that you need to learn. It says work with the mentor to implement the right strategies to get the business results you want. Be open-minded and enthusiastic to learn. Next, it says next advice over the next 7 days to prioritize is flow. Get more done by entering the flow state. Completely and joyfully focus on what you're working on without multitasking. And I think maybe that's why I was talking about like watching the SNL videos. Yeah, if I find it, I'm gonna put a link in the description box. I'm Brian Fellows. I think that's what it is. Safari Planet. Yeah, so because what is it? I have noticed that when you just stay focusing. Anywho, I'm gonna do a series on Jenny Jaguar TSP channel about how to clear anxiety by shifting your focus. But that is to come later. But yeah, a surefire way when you shift your focus from the drama, the lack, the disappointments, like you can't allow Spirit to give you downloads on what to do next to get out of those situations. You need to focus on staying high vibrational, on being happy and joyful, so you can have divine inspiration, take inspired action, and stay in that flow state as long as possible. And maybe something that you're doing is keeping you out of alignment, because we have align as the last card in the deck, which says stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create with your business. Maybe you can even focus on what your vision for the lifestyle you want with your business. Maybe you have a hard time even visualizing that because you never really thought that it would be possible, because you've always had so many hurdles to jump over. And now you are finally in this area to where you have time to envision it. And now you just find yourself backtracking, finding excuses as to why not to do it, or just focusing on other stuff, procrastinating. That's what I'm getting. Now, the final card is the 5 of Swords, and that is for personal development. This is giving like self-sabotage with I choose my battles wisely. Maybe you're betrayed. Maybe this betrayal or setback or disappointment or loss or difficult ending kept you in your head and had you in self-doubt or obsessive thoughts about something. And now you're being too cautious and not standing up for yourself. Because I did not do shadow work readings last month, they will be done at the end of the month, starting this month, starting March. So just for a little teaser, I am going to clarify, Holy Spirit, can you clarify what shadow aspects my Virgo placements may have to overcome over the next 7 days as it pertains to their personal development and this Five of Swords? Yeah, you know how some people can bait you into an argument. Validation addiction, external approval, identity blur, inner void. Then you have healing bypass, impatience, spiritual bypass, quick fix. Oh my gosh, this is sounding like how I was in this forum on Facebook, and this witchy forum on Facebook, and they were like, somebody had asked a question like, hey, does anybody know any spells I can use for weight loss? I'm dieting, exercising, and nothing is working. And I'm just like, okay, like, this is what the healing bypass is giving. It's like, okay, I am not really trying to pinpoint what exactly the problem is. Let's just get a spell or some potion together so I can get the end results. Like you want to get to the destination without starting the journey. That's what I'm getting. Something else. Ooh, texting storm. This is giving like always want to clap back, always happen to have with lashing out at the bottom of the deck. Always want to clap back, always want to have a response. The texting storm says panic over attachment abandonment alarm. So maybe you'll be afraid of being abandoned, not having the validation of somebody. That is what can self-sabotage you over the next 7 days. So be mindful of that. I think that's it. I don't think I need to clarify this Five of Swords anyway. It's personal development. Let's see one more. Any other advice as it pertains to this Five of Swords and what my Virgo placements may need to prioritize over the next 7 days? Worth is at the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay, this is a lot. Okay, we have create, have faith. So maybe whatever you've been working on, you don't have faith in it. Celebrate. Whatever the accomplishments you've had, celebrate it. Any setbacks you've had, any resentment or pain you've been holding on to, Spirit is saying let it go. Considering how it is right underneath create. Maybe you're supposed to put your pain and your art, put your pain and your message and your story into your work, and have faith that it will bring the change and resolution that you want, so you can break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. So yeah, maybe it's a betrayal of a family unit or something, and you being in your own good energy, stabilized by yourself, is like the ultimate Five of Swords for them with the break free. All right, so that's that on that. Let's end this with a couple of spiritual messages. End it on a good foot. What is it? Give back wanted to pop out of this entrepreneur deck. So either tithe, do some community service, or donate. What is it? Give back to your ancestors, make an offering. Those are all options. Holy Spirit, can you clarify? Not clarify, but Holy Spirit, do you have any messages for my Virgo placements to close out their blockages and priorities reading for the next 7 days? It says, you are not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there's so much. There is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, and carry on. Card at the bottom of the deck says, what areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupt sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. So tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. All right. So, Virgo, this has been your next 7-day blockages and priorities reading. If you like the way that I read, please do not hesitate to like, comment, or just drop a jaguar and subscribe so I can pick up on your energy and give you the most accurate reading for your life at this moment in time. Once again, I am Jenny Jaguar, and until next time, happy healing.